Let's play video game.
Phoenix, neighbor.
Apollo, neighbor.
Ace.
Couch will now
neighbor.
reconvene. Nice typo. Has our witness, Miss Olga Orley, have recovered?
Yes, your rage. Well, she regained consciousness.
Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again?
That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued. You know, she won't be able to be in here.
You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orley take the stand.
Very well. The witness will take the stand.
Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession? Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poor loser.
No.
Don't say it, Orly. Don't say
Oh, fuck! She's a
Let's
pirate.
close the middle of that.
Name's Olga Orley. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer.
it.
People call me Olga Quickfingers Orley.
But you have a
Oh.
gun somewhere.
Oh, really?
Wanna know something else? I'm not really Russian. And my name sounds like oh really. There. That's the truth. I hope you're satisfied.
What else could them fingers do?
Imposter syndrome.
Stab you.
Fuck.
Damn, she got acrylics.
So like pegging. Witness,
Please.
you will tell the court what you were really up to that night, please.
Yeah, they get fingered in.
Fine. I'll talk. You had a plan, see?
Let me remind you that you're currently under oath. Not that that stopped anyone in this court. Any further fabrications will have serious... Huh?
No, just praying to God that it
That never stops anyone in Ace Attorney with perjury.
Any further
Yeah,
fabrications will have
definitely.
serious consequences.
Fine.
This dude Phoenix right in the background crunching it up.
And
Like I said.
this guy's legs crossing the defendant's chair, just eating Cheetos.
Accurate.
Right. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy, Smith, he hired me to do what I do best.
Fuck around and find it.
I was planted at the Borscht Bowl Club several days prior, or to the night of the game, as a waitress.
So you were in cahoots with the victim?
Not that he needed my help. Mr. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of that game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts.
Oh shit.
It was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand,
Before the murder? Oh.
and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright.
Hey, yo, Phoenix, don't look too upset.
He's like, shoot. Don't mind if I do.
He's smiling. He would then pull out the planted card. The trap would snap shut.
Is this your goat tables?
You swap the cards!
It turns out Phoenix's daughter is adopted because that's not what he really wants to do.
Exposed as a cheater, and losing on top of it, it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces.
Indeed.
You think I'm this old my nigga because he gay? Come on, man. You take it for?
Getting caught red-handed, getting caught rainbow-handed at cheating would cost doubt. It would cast doubt on all his prior wins.
Rainbow with glitter
We
handed.
call it that now. We have to. So, never mind.
A 7-year legend, destroyed by one little card. That was the plan.
But it failed clearly.
You niggas gay.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake.
A mistake?
I agree, the trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card?
Hey, that's right.
He's lucky, I'll give him that. You'd have to sit. Ah! I can't read.
You have to be.
What? Wait a minute, what's that? I can't read.
You'd
You-
have to be.
You'd have
You'd
to
have
be
to-
too. Yeah.
You'd have to split free from a trap laid by Olga Quick Fingers orally. Oh, I got confused because I thought that slip was like double L's instead of an L and an I. I'm dumb.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You're cool.
Oh, really? The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick.
Not this
Okay.
dude.
Who wants to be cute?
This chauvinist behavior won't fly, Judge.
I'm not cute. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad.
I'm bad.
A baddie indeed.
Look at the little Miss Olga trying to be bad.
When you're through being bad,
Don't be
perhaps
a
you
bad
could testify
bitch.
to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung.
Tell us about the
I'm
trap
supposed.
Tell about trap.
This voice kind of hurts my throat.
The best late show. You could always change it slightly.
No, I'm fine.
I'm coming.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the left hand like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up the bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good cheating defendant.
I mean, you didn't cheat, but okay.
A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark.
The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect. That rotten cheater had messed it up.
Oh, look who's talking.
Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice.
With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? With defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs goats?
That didn't make... Never mind.
The card disappeared?
Yeah, my trump card. The 5 of hearts. Gone. Without a trace. Poof. Zippo.
What was this picture of my fucking face?
You seem very pressed, Tables.
He doesn't want to get cut. He's feeling like he
Doing
got
like a little
violated.
salsa dance. Yeah, get it.
Oh, I hate you all.
Fucking
My salsa.
really hard, dog.
Except you, Faith. I like you.
Man!
That's insane to me. I literally haven't said
Notice how she only likes the women in the cult, man.
Yeah, what
It
the
goes
fuck
both
is
ways,
this,
guys.
bro?
It goes both ways, gentlemen.
We got Miss Andrew over here.
Please, please read.
I need to read. We searched every nook and cranny. Even inside his cute little hat.
Look at you, Phoenix, being all cute.
The card was nowhere to be found. Is this correct?
The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it.
It should say,
Press.
No, I was about to make the same joke that I was made earlier. Wait, isn't that a little odd?
What's odd?
Search Mr. Wright early and found nothing? Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
Well,
What the fuck?
Cap alert. Cap alert.
Oh, Apollo is awakening his stand. What was that just now? I said something.
Something wrong, Mr. Justice?
My head.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Your rage.
Should I press her a little harder? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I think they showed us that just for us to say no. Come on, dude. Like, we've been doing this. Miss O'Reilly, you're hiding something.
What are you talking about? You? Me? Quick. Ah!
Or shut the fuck up. The defense will refrain from baseless accusations.
But he just turned to Kermit. One question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true. I did see it. Honest. I saw it when
Stop alert.
I need to turn my voice mod on, turn that fucking.
Right hit him with my own eyes. I saw it.
Same sound effect every single time.
No, the other one.
The one with the
The base impact.
Yeah. It's this weird vibe I'm getting.
The witness, for instance, Miss O'Reilly, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. This is what I'm supposed to be echoing. Did you notice?
Touching her neck, was it? Bro.
Cap alert.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what the?
Sharingan!
Dude,
He got a
Apollo
Sharingan.
Justice literally has access to the. Wait, that's a spoiler for Demon Slayer. Never mind. Whoa, what's
Nice.
going on? Sensation is coming into focus.
Look at that, so Raven.
That twitch. It's so.
If you gaze
Clear.
into the future.
Man, they stole this from Trauma Team. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before.
Gotcha. I see her hand, yeah.
Caught you lacquering. So really, perhaps you are aware of this yourself.
Unaware.
Whoops. My bad.
Unaware of what?
Aware of these nuts. Whenever you get into a certain part of your testimony, touch the back of your neck with your left hand.
My neck? So what?
What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort.
Oh, shut up, Gavin. You're messing me up. When she says that part of the testimony, he's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it.
A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about?
This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us?
Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? So really? Whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. Notice it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. What's some reason behind this habit of yours? I believe the weapon that left the inerasable impression on your neck is this.
Impression on your neck?
What's on the other page? No, come on.
I'm assuming the bottle, since it's the only weapon. Unless the dude smacked the phone and that's why the back of it is broken off.
And they had to have found that when they searched them, right? When they like looked them, when they looked them up and down, did the salsa.
Kind of still thinking about the bottle for whatever reason.
I think we should go with the bottle. It's the safest bet, you know what I'm saying? Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us more of that moment, And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon? That was a weird sentence. But something doesn't fit. You were the only person or to witness the crime. Why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain?
What is he talking about now?
It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit. Not you.
This is a cross-examination, not a wild conjecture. The witness, his habits, they're completely irrelevant.
Justice. I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination.
Explain later. Shut up.
Alright, nigga. I'll remember that.
That was our only chance to break her. Slams table. Miss Orly, or really, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Bruh.
And yet, I am knowing nothing.
Bruh, where'd the clothes come on back from?
She's like Diavolo. No, you're not Russian.
The witness will testify. Please. Now.
Fine.
She really enjoys.
He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there.
Let's press that.
You seem uneasy.
You try sitting up here.
I will. Switch.
Oh,
Or is it-
fuck.
Her eyes are darting all over the place. It must be getting warm.
I must be getting warm.
I'm hard.
Hey, Judge.
No.
Judge, check this out. Turns to the side. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like?
Well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at that table until the cops came.
Intriguing. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're going to get out of this witness. So, what do you think about her testimony?
I'll tell you what I think. Her testimony is fine.
Flawed.
I like it a lot.
Oh, what? Well, honestly, I'm not sure now that I think about it.
I think we should go with flawed, considering.
God damn, this music is great.
It is. Flawed or
We
fine.
should go with flawed.
Flawed.
Yeah, man.
Head nod. It's basically bogus. It contradicts the evidence.
What that?
Well, show us this evidence, Mr. Justice. This evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony.
She didn't let him out of her sight until the cops got there. Now there's some evidence that contradicts that. See, now
The
we
phone?
finally have the health board. Let's go.
Is it the phone?
Yes.
Tapes.
Yeah, I guess.
Tables is right. There are some bangers in this soundtrack.
So really, you have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant.
Eh.
Even though she didn't say that she reported it, she just said that she just watched him until the cops got there. But, you know, I knew what the game wanted. And we know that the defendant left the room,
Not even
climbed up
reported.
the stairs, and made the phone call from the first floor to the BBC.
Also, her sentence was implying that she called the cops.
I mean, I know that.
Ah,
I figured
So
she had
explain
to
how
be
you
lying.
kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely.
That's what I was thinking. Like, he left the room entirely.
Damn.
Damn! Pictures, too. She getting pictures of herself?
Making eye go faces. Whatever they're called.
The man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant.
It was me, nigga.
glorified play-by-play.
I love Serbia art.
The entire scene is just bass boosted music.
It's showdown time. Already cheat. Check his pockets now. It's gone. The card's gone.
You gotta be.
Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle next to right, and he hit me.
I got abused.
Blah. Blah, blah.
Bam.
Eek. When I came to,
The victim was already dead. Is that it?
that's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure.
Yeah, but that's still
Well, where does this leave us?
Madness. This is madness. I'm dreaming. This
This
isn't real.
Sparta!
He hit with a bottle. I'm imagining all this shit.
It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end. And frankly, I don't give a fuck, nigga, like... Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events?
Shit.
He did it.
Mr. Gav.
I believe that, as a defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss O'Reilly a big, fat liar.
Fat.
Fat?
We were in that room the night of the murder.
Big.
Victim and her. And she has a motive.
I'm asleep.
Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the denouement of that argument was murder.
What? I didn't. I'm no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me.
I believe you.
Actually trying to frame him, right?
Tapes.
With tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive.
Bar.
Self-tangled we
That
catch
is a-
ourselves in the process.
Oh, sweet.
Shit.
Spoken word.
Mr. Right.
He shitting.
I didn't know you were with the shits.
Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christophe Gavin.
He's still
What
going.
are you saying?
But I consider the other possibility could. That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
Right, like Mr. Wright was saying before the recess.
I played on the jungle gym.
A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know two colors of cards were being used. A
Uh-oh.
fourth person.
It was incog.
Oh man.
Have this stupid ass theory again. Your fourth person isn't real. It's a figment of your imagination.
Indeed. Word. Indeed. That's why hold up. I had Italian ice in my mouth. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal.
Damn.
The real criminal?
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Pain, say goodbye.
Fuck!
Nigga has a heart attack and dies.
Loses all of his hair on his head. Like, all of it just goes away. He just becomes a
Even his
pure
pubes.
ball.
He winces
Alright.
in pain.
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about.
100%. My, well, no, not really.
Remember what I said? The fourth person who swapped the cards made one critical error?
He, or she, we don't discriminate, was considering the color on the backs of the cards.
Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur? They're fucking colors. Maybe they're colorblind. Red, green colorblind. The colors used for the last game were red, weren't they? There's one person here in our court who thought those colors were blue.
Yeah, I had the impression too, but why?
Well, Polo, think you can figure out who it was?
It's not me, I swear, I didn't do it, bro.
Who is this fourth person?
Man,
Nice.
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in their final game were blue?
shit. It looks like our best friend, buddy, old pal was our enemy the whole time.
Yeah, I never liked him anyway.
Damn, the process of elimination.
And he's 32? Yeah, get him out of here.
Man, we don't. How the fuck are you 32, bro? Like, what the heck? How is that even
Man.
possible?
All living 32 years, my nigga.
He looks pretty good for being 32.
32 is not that old when you guys really think about it.
Yeah.
As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair.
I was right!
Okay.
Christoph Gavin, you were the fourth person that night.
Of course Mr. Gavin knows the colors of the cards, right, man?
How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table.
Look!
Continue.
See the colors in the photo.
Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light.
Oh, true.
It's true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor.
Competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know the final outcome.
Well, Christoph, we listening.
Mr. Gavin!
Mr. Gavin, is something the matter?
Hmm? Oh, no, nothing. Excuse me. It was just so sudden.
Those are my
Right.
dreams.
You aren't seriously accusing me, are you?
Oh, Christoph. You know, even I never take a joke this far.
That's bullshit. It's just insanity.
Nigga's lost his damn mind.
The defendant is accusing his own defense attorney of murder? What is this, a children's TV show?
I assure you, I'm quite sane.
But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met in person, bruh.
Well, what if they have?
Huh?
I was about to say, like, how do you know that, dummy? There is a possibility after all. I mean, we do live on Earth. Niggas been alive for 32 fucking years.
I'll be back.
Are you all
Alright.
God?
Alright, read that again, Tables.
They may have met that night before the game started.
What are you suggesting?
But they may have met the night... Nigga, listen.
No.
Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Only one thing to do. Mr. Wright. I didn't even get to say.
The defense would like to request no such thing.
Damn, he said I'm your senior. Get body.
Wow, Mr. Gavin!
It's the way you said that. Testimonies must relate to the case. How can anything happening before the game of poker be related?
Oh, yo, he's spitting, dog.
I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin.
As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss O'Reilly.
Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you.
Damn.
Mr.
Yeah.
Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you.
Okay.
What do you want to do, son?
Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony?
Yes.
Fuck it.
I think so.
Gavin doesn't want to hear it.
Wright is a
Anything Gavin
veteran.
doesn't want to hear.
He knows what to do. This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along. And I intend to see it through because Mr. Wright could never do no wrong.
Ever.
The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court.
Et tu, Justice? You would betray me, your teacher?
Mr. Gavin, it was never about loyalty. This is about the truth.
And the bitches.
And
Very
the
well.
bitches.
The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please. Appetite before murder.
No, I have this appetite.
That evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police.
Uncontrollable.
When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. And that's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin.
Mr. Gavin, you were at the Bo's Boar Club the night of the murder?
Yeah, I dined with him rather frequently. We cool? We're
And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder?
quite against my will. I had become involved in murder. Yep.
Not your first time.
Thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him.
You were planning this all along, weren't you, right? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial.
The only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then and now. You hear that one, viewers? Y'all was supposed to smile at that one.
I thought my office was doing a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong.
Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Justice!
Sir! I didn't know that was...
He's lying, and you're going to expose him.
No, I'm not.
Understood, sir.
Me and Micah Memers.
Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial?
Please let this be a normal trial.
Phoenix Wright? No way.
No way. Fuck!